Podcastration Classic. Yeah. Welcome back, bitches, to episode 55 of this dumb shit. As I wrap up my Tomb Raider games, I think this is a great atmospheric game with ancient Greece, Egypt, train rides, and driving Land Rovers and shit. Yeah, cool game. I played some of the newer ones a few years ago, and they're great games, but they just don't have the vibe of these original ones. And it's even better with this episode of us talking way back in June 1st of 2022. I think I got this past couple episodes mixed up a little bit, but who cares? There are timelines all over the place. These intros are recorded in 2026. The videos are from games all over the timeline, and bike rides from whenever, and then the actual podcast episodes are from years back, but, you know, just making it what it is. So, having said that, this is another video game episode. I had a lot of these games, the videos edited and ready to go. I did that while I was laid off during the late fall through the early winter this year, or last year, I guess. I started back to work early June this year, 2026. And yeah, I had a lot of time off, but most of it was just stuck inside because I'm in budget mode saving up for DUI stuff. I have no idea how much I'm getting in for that, but I have to prepare for the worst. So I was stuck inside all day, being cheap and editing these videos and stuff. But I didn't want to make a bunch of video game podcasts, because I prefer the live action stuff. I prefer the bike rides and us doing things, but I like these video games too, so a little bit of management there, but oh well, you don't care about that. You care about this next episode. It's going to start right now. Enjoy.
Podcastration's gonna rock the nation in 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, here she comes.
Did you recognize the song?
No, do that again.
You really want me to do it again?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. It was Happy Birthday on a turkey call.
That was gobbler.
That was Happy Birthday on a turkey call for Levon. And I did it twice, so all the listeners will hear it. Listeners will get it after the first time. Say, who's that velvet turkey caller? This guy sounds like the rated #1 in the state. 3 years running. Gobbler caller.
There's a burp.
You know my grandpa invented the turkey call?
No! Could you please tell us for the millionth time?
Back before my grandpa invented the diaphragm call, diaphragm calls used to be made out of lead. My grandpa made them out of latex. Did I ever tell you about the time I went up to camp and I don't remember what grade I was in. A really immature grade. Somewhere between 6th.
Second grade in high school.
You know what's funny?
That's
the era between 6th grade and 9th grade is your most immature era.
Yeah.
And it just so happens to fall between the numbers 6 and 9.
That is great.
The funniest numbers are like when you're the least mature. When you're in 6th grade, it's funny, and when you're in 9th grade, it's funny.
That's like Disney science.
Yeah, well, sure.
You know how in their movies and stuff, they find clever ways to sneak sex stuff in there?
Yeah. So there was a dude that lived near our camp who made like owl calls, basically like turkey calls.
I'll bet he did.
Yeah.
The color of that beer.
Yeah, look at that. That's a nice
beer.
You know what?
Into a
Oh yeah,
glass.
this is the beer we're tasting today. So my grandpa met this guy at like a party up at our camp, and he dude makes turkey calls. My grandpa had the dye and materials to make his turkey calls. It like he used to sell them under S&P game calls, and I don't really.
Never heard of that.
You wouldn't have heard of it because that was like way a long time ago. It was before like you've heard of Quaker Boy. You definitely, well...
I don't know most hunting stuff, especially turkey calls and stuff. I've never gone turkey hunting enough. I'm going to try to actually get into it this summer, I think.
It's a springtime. I think you get into a summertime, you'll be a
That's
little late. But you know.
Spring after winter feels like summer, so.
Anyhow, well, completely. Let me just.
Yeah.
Before I have been on 3 tangents. We're 3 minutes in. I've started 3 separate things and haven't finished a single one.
That's our style, man. That's how we do it here on Podcastration.
So, my grandpa met this guy up near camp who lives near camp who makes turkey calls, and my grandpa said, I'm the dude who made the diaphragm call. Basically, if you hunt turkeys and you've used a the call that you put in your mouth, the design is my grandpa's patent. Mm-hmm. He has the patent on it. He had the dye and everything because they were just making them out of his basement. And
old school.
Yeah, but you'd make kind of a shit ton of them, and it really doesn't seem that hard to do.
No.
He showed me how to do it a few times, but honestly, I just could never get a diaphragm call.
How much does a diaphragm cost if you buy one in a store? Like a middle of the road decent one.
Honestly, I have no idea.
Couldn't be that much.
I've never had to buy one. We've always had a shit ton of them. And my grandpa could do rabbit squealing. He'd call coyotes in with his diaphragm calls because he just makes sounds
sorry to interrupt.
No, that's cool.
A few times I went out turkey hunting, I just didn't plan it, so I never even took a call with me, and so I would just sit there. Usually I didn't call. Actually, only one time I actually called, and I just did it with trying to impersonate. I just sat there, I was with my mouth
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
But turkeys also.
Yeah, they're not idiots.
The hens didn't spook, but the big old
toms would,
he fucking bolted. Actually, the tom bolted, and I'm pretty sure got hit by a car. There was
the turkey.
They went towards the highway, and then the next day there's a dead big, gobbler hitting on the side of the road. I'm assuming it's that one, but
I'm looking across this room at you, and I just can't get over that stain in the middle of your shirt. It's like you had a nacho that had all of the toppings on it, and you just dumped it on that shirt.
Smoked a little bit, and I had some Sheetz food, and it's just.
Hey, that's a Sheetz food stain.
Yeah, I just had.
Was it a nacho?
I had too much. I scooped. No, it was one of the macaroni dish things.
Oh yeah, those will get you.
And the chicken fell off. I had a chunk of chicken, and it just fell off my spoon and tumbled down my shirt.
The whole world loves popcorn chicken. I feel like America's pretty close to a civil war, but if just the middle of the road people just made big batches of popcorn chicken, I think we could all find common ground.
This reminds me of I got kind of a pretty tragic story to tell about food. This is what happened to me at work this week.
Yeah.
So Wednesday, I didn't take a lunch because I just assumed that I had food in my little locker at work.
Oh.
And all I had for lunch that day was a pack of ramen noodles, and I didn't have money in my wallet or anything. And I fucking opened up the packet of ramen noodles, and it didn't have a seasoning packet.
Oh my goodness. Oh, leave on.
Just plain noodles.
Oh, leave on. Oh, leave on.
Yeah, it sucks. I wish I could cry on demand.
How could that happen, though?
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? That was so...
In the Guy Fieri song, I even name dropped the ramen noodle man. And he really let you down. I'm really sorry you had to deal with that. That must be... You need anything?
Ramen noodles.
Do you need an Ativan or anything?
Pork ramen noodles.
Yeah. It sounds like you need to smoke some weed about it.
Yeah. Oh, another thing.
You need to drink a beer about it.
The day before, somebody had zesty dill Doritos at work, and I tried some of them.
Zesty dill?
Yeah, get the fuck out of here with those.
I'm sorry,
That's
Dorito.
That's all I'm going to say with that. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll tell you what. I'll do one worse. I've had the dill pork rinds.
Oh, I don't know. I tried them.
Why?
The guy's like, try them. They're really good. And I even explained to him, I'm like, I'm not a big dill pickle
You know what?
guy.
That's what my brother used to say when he would fuck something up in the kitchen. Try this. It's really good. He was just trying to not waste food. Yeah. He would always, when we were, little kids and trying to, cook eggs for ourselves, and, Fred always fucked his eggs up. And they would be, he called them crispy eggs.
Crispy eggs.
They're not just crispy, Fred. You burnt an egg.
Yeah.
They're burnt. Oh, no, try some. They're really good. No, they're burnt. They're bad. But if someone's telling you to try them...
If you put it on a slice or two of toast, to, if you put the burnt eggs and you make it into a sandwich or put it on a pancake or something to dilute the burnt taste, then it's like, oh, that's how it's supposed to be. That's another life hack.
That wasn't what was going on. But we were like little. That was back when we were little itty bitty kids, little whippersnappers. So anyhow, my grandpa found this dude who made turkey calls, and I was in like 6th or 9th grade, and we went up to camp, and we had like all the turkey call making stuff in the back of his Mercury Sable, and we drove up to camp.
I love the car companies. They don't make their own cars. They're just knockoff versions of the other. Like everything Mercury made was either a Ford or what else did
Plymouth? I think
just
No, Plymouth wasn't Ford. Lincoln.
It was either a Ford or a Lincoln.
Lincoln and Mercury were like one of the same. I think.
Were they trying to for people that I don't buy Fords. Fords are junk, but I'll buy a Mercury. I don't know the.
Honestly, I have no
they didn't
idea.
even look different. But anyway,
so
back to turkey call.
Preface this. Go to my grandpa's house to help him like load up all the turkey call making equipment, and he just had a box of like the housings, the piece that would like hold the latex in place.
Okay.
Just a box of like plastic.
Yeah.
And he had a box marked latex, and then he had the big steel die for like you'd load with like liquid plastic, and it would. Like a die cast thing.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay.
Well, just had those items. Thought nothing of it. Each box was marked accordingly. Didn't think anything of it. We get to this guy's house and start unloading stuff, and my grandpa's like telling him how to do everything. And the box that's marked latex, I shit you not, is a box of like, I've only ever seen condoms rolled up.
Are they magnums?
They were huge. They were. I don't know what like guys' wrenches looked like back in the 60s.
Man.
But these things were just big one-fingered gloves.
They're for fisting.
Yeah, they're for like not for a human wiener. They were humongous, and they're not rolled up, and they're old white glove. Like condoms don't look like this anymore. And like honestly, it's like. Old glove tag.
Back then, were they just like heavy duty? Like now they're thin and they have different. They're built
now they're
more for us.
And like
back then, they were designed by dads.
Designed by dads.
These things are a 1/4 inch thick.
They had a gauge to them.
Yeah, they wanted to feel painful, so their daughters never do it again.
They cause latex allergies.
Yeah,
but these things, like, I'm not kidding. At least. They were just huge friggin' mungus. I've never seen anything like it before. And mind you, I'm 14 years old, and I was so not prepared to see my grandpa open a box of condoms that were like not
weird,
at all
awkward.
what I like. They weren't even.
That would be life changing. Just every time you
I'm
see
still
him,
talking about it.
Yeah,
I'm still talking when it's like I don't think I'll bring it up.
Did you play dumb and be like, "What are these?" Or you just ignore it?
Here's how I played it off.
Yes.
I pretended I had like a coughing fit, and I ran outside and started to cough, but just to cover up my laughter,
just to hide the awkward laughter.
Honestly, man. I feel like the guy who my grandpa gave him to. He was probably 42, and looking back on it, like he probably definitely understood that this is something that a 13-year-old kid, 14, like however old I was, this is something that like a kid my age would definitely find funny.
That's fucking.
And dude, That's telling you what, it was such a curveball. I just assumed the box.
Did he use them? Did he make turkey calls out of them?
He was so matter of fact about how you slice these they were just.
Oh, that's what he used.
That's what they were for.
I guess
these condoms were what he would use. He would cut like I don't know how many.
Yeah, because it cost a lot more money to have specific turkey. Latex.
He just cut them out of
made
condoms. My goodness, the box was marked latex.
Yeah.
I never thought I just assumed it was just sheets of latex, just sheets of it. It was. Why would I think anything else?
As long as they're not lubricated.
They were. No, trust me.
Yeah.
They were not. They had like that powder on. I think it's the same powder. Like
they couldn't afford to lubricate them. They'd be like $30 condom. You had to buy your own lube.
Back then, like, who knows what it would be? Just friggin'.
I was watching a show. This
white
guy,
lithium.
this small Asian guy was over in Africa. He was like, I don't know if that's what the whole show was, but this show he was, trying to go out and I think it was it was Africa, looking for lost tribes of people that had like rare contact with human civilization.
I can't wait to see where this is going.
Well, that's all it was he found these people and they're Aborigines, so they didn't even wear underwear, and there was no dong limp shorter than like 8 inches. They were just all enormous.
Everyone had
I don't know how they run.
I was wondering how you got these guys into condoms. Where this is coming back to condoms, they had big ropes on them.
It's like, wow.
I was so not prepared for that experience with my grandpa. My grandpa is one of the straightest arrows you'll ever meet.
That's fucking
and he
great.
like there was no humor in it. It was just a one-fingered glove. There was no like there was
one-fingered death punch.
Yeah. Why? No, that's how I started this podcast out. How long? We're 15 minutes into this, and
we can go to another topic here.
Oh my goodness! Please, let's do it.
Well, did you hear that there's that '90s show coming on TV? I think actually probably now it might be on. I heard it on the radio. I don't even know what channel it would be on, but
that's a Fox show for sure.
Oh yeah, which weird. That 70s show was pretty decent. But did you ever watch? They had the
80s show, yeah.
And it was stupid because you could tell whoever did it had no clue about the 80s. It was really bad. And I'm thinking before they do the 90s show, they should redo that 80s show, restart it, pretend it never happened, and do that 80s show with somebody who.
How long ago was that 80s show?
Well, how long ago was that 70s show? That was in the 90s, right?
Early like maybe late 90s to early 2000s.
Era. And I think that 80s show was, I don't even know it was a full season. It might have only lasted.
What I remember from that 80s show is just the trailer for it. And it was I remember a guy like sitting at a bar talking on a cell phone that was like, a cinder
portable
block.
Phone.
And he said, he was like talking to the phone and saying, it's a portable phone. And it's like so friggin' not
That was
portable.
about the funniest part and the most 80s relevant. I mean, I don't know. I watched
didn't watch
two
the show.
episodes and it was just really dumb.
I didn't watch the show.
But I just heard that on the radio and I'm like, that 90s show. And then I forgot, oh yeah, that's like 25 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
I see when I'm working intake and I see like people come in and ask them their birthday and they're like the year's like 1997.
Yeah.
Like, holy dicks. My car is as old as you. You're like
when your car was built,
kid.
You could still go to CD stores and shop for music. Remember hanging out at CD stores? I miss that. That's something I miss from the 90s. Like now you just download everything online, but I miss going to the actual CD shops. Remember renting
Shout out to Reg.
videos? Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Renting actual video cassettes and video games, like Sega games and shit. That was so fun when you went in that big store and you could spend 2 hours just looking through, finding the best movie or the best game to rent.
I remember one time I was a little kid and I was riding underneath the buggy at Giant Eagle and I was like putting my finger on the wheel,
Yeah.
And my finger got caught on the wheel and it went up underneath like the caster that holds the wheel in place. And I just blood curdling screamed. And looking back on it, it's 100% my fault. But we rented Cinderella out of the whole thing.
But you what? Oh, rented Cinderella out of.
Yeah. Looking back, I kind of wish I would have rented something else.
Yeah, bro.
But I was a little
there was great
kid.
Disney
I was between
animated
6 and 9 years
movies
old
back then. Yeah.
No, I was like 4 or 5. Yeah, they're making like Cinderella prequels and stuff. Like they're not even trying. Like, don't make Cinderella. Make like Bob Dylan. Call it like he's just some goofy guy who lives in a mushroom and plays a violin and like somehow gets into misadventures. Make someone else. Make Tom Petterella. Call somebody else.
Everyone thinks that 20 years later they're gonna strike fire again. They're gonna rekindle the magic of the original. I like when you flip through the channels. Every once in a while, I stop on pro wrestling and I just watch like 20 seconds of it, and it is so bad.
Yeah.
'Cause back then, wrestling was dumb, but even if you didn't watch it, it was silly enough. It was entertaining enough.
There was pageantry to it.
I remember the early 90s is MTV was still cool. I miss that. That was glorious. Back when they actually played rock and metal music all the time and had Beavis and Butthead and all them shows were great.
They're bringing Beavis and Butthead back.
Again?
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is good because honestly, I liked the second incarnation of it. It got bad.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was funny, too.
I thought it was really funny. And it got bad, like, reviews. And I didn't see why. I thought it was really funny.
Making fun of Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Was it Kardashians? I thought doing that shit was way better than the music videos because there's no funny music videos to even make fun of now. So.
I thought it was really good. And I didn't see, like...
Yeah, that was pretty cool,
dude. Dude, I sucked at it. Did you hear? Oh. Well, anyhow, I really thought the second version, the reboot of it was good, and it got it. I don't know. I didn't think it got rated what it deserved. Speaking of which, have we discussed new Jackass yet?
Yeah, I think so.
Did we? Oh,
yeah, we did.
We talked when we had the trumpet.
Yeah, and we talked about Jackass.
Okay. Yeah, all right. So the trumpet episode, we'll have to put this episode after the trumpet episode.
Yeah.
Or we could throw everybody a curveball and like tease them.
Like our episodes are ever in order.
Hey, Travis.
Or relevant to the current times. Yeah.
Hey, Travis, if you're hearing this, either you're lucky you tuned in last week or make sure you tune in next week for the trumpet.
Also, keep scoring more goals for us.
Yeah. Brooke said, oh, you should start shouting out to Travis instead of Boda. Because you like every time I say like the listeners, I always say Boda. Said, oh, they get to Travis now. Like kind of like fuck Boda. This is for Travis.
What's his? I'm trying to remember Travis' old lady, Morgan.
Morgan, yeah.
Yeah. Hey Morgan, if Travis is making you listen to this, start playing our hockey games at the bar and start playing our podcast at the bar.
Oh
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to write some. Oh, let's write some songs about Mel's Pizzeria.
All right.
Where's she? Is she at the?
She works at a. Yeah.
Where's the coffee shop at?
Coffee shop.
Oh. Shout out to Curly Tail Coffee. Is that what we're calling? Is that what it's called? You can't hear.
Yeah. Enjoy this one-sided conversation you're getting. On the show.
You can't hear what Brooke's saying, but there's a coffee truck in Katanning that my wife is looking up that you should patronize.
Hey Morgan, get a TV. Put it up at the coffee truck and start playing our hockey games.
Oh, yeah. Get Live Barn.
Our podcast.
Oh, yes. So, this is something I definitely wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
I am so glad we started talking about hockey. Yesterday night, I was working at the pro shop. There's this dude, I don't even know his name. Real weathered skin dude.
Can you keep it that way?
No, I'd like to know him because he's an interesting dude.
Oh, he's cool. Okay.
I've only seen him a few times. So, he came into the shop yesterday, and he gave me these skates. He said, there's been Amish guys that have been working on, like, I don't know if it was his house, someone in his neighborhood.
Amish. I didn't see this coming into the story.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like it.
This is, Levon, this is going to, it should blow your mind.
All right. I'm excited.
He said, there's been Amish people who have been, like, working on his house or in his neighborhood or something, or at his buddy's house, and they're, like, big hockey people. The only sport they're allowed to play is hockey. And the bishops will skate, but they won't play hockey with them. And the bishops won't allow the Amish kids to play hockey with the English. It's like...
You're probably too old.
Well, I don't think it matters in there. Like, they don't have, like, age of consent or anything. So, dude says, they just have whatever equipment has ever been loaned to them is what they have. He gave me these skates, and they had been attempted to be sharpened by the Amish. And what they had done, they took like a 16th inch round router bit and just ran these skates through their router. So they had this little
I figured it'd probably
valley.
be better than ours. They're so good at crafting. But
They had this little valley. Like if a skate blade is a 1/4 inch wide, they had a 16th inch router bit that went through the middle. And it was about a 16th inch deep and about a 32nd inch gap on either side of where it was flat on the edges of the blade with just this channel down the middle. And you could see like a few places they got squirrely with it and like it came off the side and came back in like. But honestly, it was a pretty good job. And they have a general...
I was going to say for what they... For winging it.
But the channel
you can't
was
have
full,
a pretty good job of sharpenings on ice. You need a good job.
The channel was full of mud. So, but it was like they had a
Horse
little.
dung.
I didn't even get to the horse dung part.
Yeah.
So I take these skates and I was like, how the heck did they even do that? Like, I'm looking, like, trying to figure out, like, what did they even use? Like, is this a saw blade? I don't know. Honestly, I'm looking at it like,
Their
I don't
teeth.
work with
use
wood
a
very
horse
much.
tooth and
There was no chatter marks
Shake
going
it.
through it. Like, it looked like, honestly, a really accurate job for something that, like,
they're Amish. They probably everything they
but
do. Is
I would
pretty-
also
their furniture is pretty good.
yeah, but I would
But
think
it ain't
that
ice skates.
if you could put a half-inch radius on a wheel and, like, route a half-inch radius on, why not just do that on your skates?
Well, they probably did it kind of like you did, like whatever their drill bit. They probably mounted it, got the skate like just level on a table and ran it across. You know what I mean? They probably didn't sit there actually by hand. They probably tried to approximate.
Yeah, but still, they could have done better. That's what I think. Like, you're really close. If you would just have an English person come in here and show you how to do it with your, like,
Yeah.
I feel like I could come into Amish country and, like, see what they have and tell them, change this up a little bit, and you'll be, like, you'll get it pretty freaking close for what you got going on. So long as they're allowed to use, like, magnets. I don't know
Yeah,
what kind
I
of, like,
don't- yeah.
magnets are cool. Magnets come from the earth, like, iron is
Magnets.
magnetized.
Magnets are fucking
As long
great.
as they believe in gravity and
Monster Magnet.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great band.
Commercial break. G'day, mates. This is your good bloke, Claude Kupka, with a very important question for you. Are your undies routinely chockers full of sweat and body fluids? If so, then it's nothing to whinge about. It's hotter than Satan's armpit out here in the outback, and if I'm wearing subpar undies, then my fanny's waterlogged by brekkie. That's why I wear my ripper of a new product, down underwear. Not your standard underbreeches. Down underwear are made from 100% fair dinkum koala hide. Now, I know what you're thinking. Koalas are cute and cuddly, but they're also extremely moisture absorbent to draw in every ounce of water it can to survive in the harsh, arid climate of inner Australia, making koala hide the perfect material to soak up that slab of beer you guzzled last night at the pub. And they also have a roo pouch built right into the front for extra storage for a coldie. Down underwear are also available in every size and style, and their performance is guaranteed to be the best bloody undies you ever wore or your money back. So don't be the bogan with the Bobby in his crotch, and give the flies and mozzies the Aussie salute, and go get yourself some down underwear today, or else you'll just be another bludgeon left whoop whoop in a billabong of shame. Are you landlubbers craving a delicious pizza with an open ocean twist? Well, then don't be a barnacle and sail on over to Pirate Joe's Pizza and hop on board to plunder from our amazing menu. 'Cause here at Pirate Joe's, you'll feast like a captain with our exclusive toppings, such as fresh fried flounder, tasty sea turtle eggs, marinated manta ray, succulent seahorse, decadent dolphin tail, scrumptious seal loins, and so much more. All on our award-winning crustacean crust and smothered in the freshest sea cow cheese on the high seas. Or, if you're not in the mood for pizza, then you can fill your chest with other treats like seasoned gull wings or a hearty manatee T-bone. Or try our killer whale wrap and urchin chowder. Our menu is as deep and bountiful as the hull of a mighty galleon, and guaranteed to satisfy your insatiable appetites, or Pirate Joe himself will walk the plank. And don't forget, our fully stocked bar has enough mead and rum to make any seasoned sailor seasick. Pirate Joe's has been voted the best pizza joint for 7 straight years, so other pizza joints can blow it out their blowholes. Don't waste your doubloons anywhere else, and find your Pirate Joe's Pizza within the nearest nautical miles for the #1 dining experience for you, your wench of choice, and the little buccaneers today. Pirate Joe's Pizza. We're fun, we're filling, we're by far the best. And commercial break!
So anyhow, there was no way you would ever be able to make a hockey stop with what they had. And they probably have no idea how to make a hockey stop. But
That's easy. You just run into one of the other team's players or their goalie.
so the dude came back in later on, and I told him, hey, I put those skates at the front desk. And he said, oh, man, they'll be so happy. I've been just giving them, like, junk that we've had, and they've been blown away by it. He said they've been making their own sticks out of, like, dowel rods and just doing all kinds of, like, weird stuff to, like, make hockey sticks.
Home remedy.
And I told him, dude,
Brooms.
I have a stick that I've been using as my fire poker. I used it to scrape all the snow off my car, and it's in my car. Would they want it?
I use my old ones to fling walnuts.
Exactly, like it's
out of
just
the
junk.
yard.
But the dude said, "Oh man, if you'd give it to them, like they would be blown away."
Yeah.
He said they'd give you their wives. So
Nice.
I went back
Can
to my
I work
car.
at your shop for the next week?
Please do.
Think of them Amish women. Yeah, they might be filthy, but how fat could they be? They probably get their asses worked hard.
I don't know. I feel like there's some pretty like
Might have
chunky
to
Amish
take some
women.
hedge clippers with me, but
Yeah.
some sandpaper.
Some what's the Roundup?
Yeah.
Some weed killer.
But
So anyhow, the dude's I gave him a hockey stick, and the dude said, he said, I gave him a big bucket of pucks because he like works at the ring. Like he just comes up, like if you worked at a golf course, you just come up with golf balls. He said, I gave him a big bucket of pucks, and there were some blue ones in them and some white ones and some orange ones. He says, I've been hitting the white ones and the orange ones, and they're a lot harder to hit, and the blue ones go a lot farther. He says, yeah, the blue ones are light. The other ones are heavy, and the black ones are like the right size. He says, if you want to like play real hockey, you're gonna use the black ones. And he said the kids they've just been like really, really compressing horse shit or cow shit into pucks, and that's how they've made their pucks.
well, there's cow patties. Now there's cow pucks.
Yes, that's how they've been doing them before. Like this dude gave them pucks, and they're like hard. This is out in Punxsutawney somewhere. There's like an Amish
my
crowd.
This
Said
is crazy.
the dude has I don't know, the dude whose house they're working on, I guess, has one of those Ring doorbells. You can like talk through them and stuff. And the guy like gave the Amish guy some instruction like through the doorbell. Mm-hmm. And the kids are like, they won't stop trying to talk to the guy through the doorbell. They go up to the doorbell and like just try to talk to the
bullshit.
owner guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were just blown the fuck away by a doorbell that you can talk through.
Well, here's the idea. I mean, this is common sense. We keep hooking up these Amish people with your, broken, cheap hockey gear, and then when you need your fucking roof retiled,
Yeah. Like, oh, are you kidding me? With pleasure, my good sir.
yeah, to that stuff, they might think a new hockey stick's more than a car, valued. You might be able to get your whole house rebuilt, if you just keep giving them hockey tape.
I couldn't believe. Like, I would love to see an Amish hockey game. When he's telling me about this stuff.
I bet it ain't that good.
Of course, it's not good. But like, would it not be entertaining?
It would be funny. Just the idea that exists is funny.
These skates, I'm trying to explain. I tried to take a picture of it, and it didn't come out very well. I wanted to
just
send it to
sounds
our
like
hockey group.
This sounds just like what Amish is in Ontario, Canada. Like, yeah, they're Amish, but in Canada, everything has hockey in it.
The dude's from Canada, and he said, I just got out of my car, and I just smoked a joint. This is what the dude doesn't know me from Adam.
This is
Everyone
funny.
wants to talk to me about weed.
Yeah.
Like, my friggin' neighbor was like, the first day I met him, my son sells weed.
Cool.
Okay, you don't know anything about
No.
me. You don't know any. Like,
it's good
let's not just start out with like, everyone wants to tell me about drugs. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you work at a prison.
Yeah, but nobody knows that. They
Yeah.
don't even know what I do for a living.
True.
They just assume I want to talk to them about drugs. Like, it's kind of this guy here. He
Yeah.
had just smoked a joint, and this Amish kid was like right beside. As soon as I opened my door, this Amish kid was there trying to like talk to me, and then he found out I worked at the hockey rink, and he like wanted hockey stuff.
It's funny.
But dude,
Amish hockey, yeah. It ain't that far away. We might have to go check a game out someday. Who knows? Like you said, maybe their whole family goes. Maybe there's a lot of Amish babes that.
There could be the next Malachi Gretzky.
Yeah, true.
Or Noah Crosby.
They work hard, so as soon as they get the hang of the basics, they're probably better than me anyway.
Jedediah McDavid. Wayne Byler.
Amish, all right, I'm going to move to another topic here. So, was it just this week that you texted me you were stuck in traffic?
Oh, yeah, but somebody died, so it's not funny.
So, because it wasn't weather-related or anything. Well,
it was semi-weather related.
Well, you texted me you're stuck in traffic, and as is most things in my life, my mind immediately went Monty Python-esque of, oh, what's a silly idea of, how can you mess with other drivers sitting across from you? Put on a Jason mask, or what did I text you? Like, make it look like you're sharpening a spear or something, just so they look over and think, like, oh, that's funny. But eventually my brain does its job and think of something productive, and I thought, maybe I should try to get a hold of somebody that works at Microsoft or some super rich company and say, hey, I'm stuck in traffic how many hours a week? Which I'm not, but they don't know that. If you give me $100 a week, I'll put a big advertising sign on my car. You can even paint my car at your expense to whatever your company is. I don't care. And you think, like, to them, that's literally not even change in their pocket. Maybe they'll consider it, and they'll just pay me, even if it's $20 a week, just to have a McDonald's arch on my car.
People do that. The Shenderovich twins.
Yeah.
They have. Have you not seen any of the Shenderovich cars around?
I did, but I assume they work there, or they're lawyers or something. Do they pay, like...
A lawyer doesn't drive a car with advertisements on it.
Why would I give a fuck? I drive a beater.
Because you have 2 DUIs. You're not the guy who's, like, going to sell anything on their car.
Next year, those get expunged.
Oh,
pinch.
yeah?
Hold on, pinch.
Speaking of which...
Don't get caught.
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Knock on the new table. Courtesy of Brooke Schultz. Got us a new podcasting table, which you don't have any of our stuff on.
Well, there is this CD you have here, this...
Amazon Trail.
Amazon Trail. Is this a video game?
Yeah.
From, 1992? Looks like.
I don't think it's 90. What year is it? What's it say on the back?
It doesn't say.
It's got to say somewhere.
Oh, it literally doesn't.
Amazon Trail. That's going to be
Probably in the booklet.
96. Throw it over here.
It went from Oregon Trail to Amazon Trail. But, yeah, I don't know. I just thought, hey, I could get paid to literally do nothing. And, well, as you just said, so people already do that? See, it's not a terrible idea. You know what else I want on my car? I want a fucking big blinking sign on my roof or on the side of my vehicle that says I'm in cruise control. Because I'm so sick of when I'm in cruise control, and you got the people that can't pick a speed, and they go, anything that's level or downhill, they get flying past me. And then when I get to a hill, I got to get around them, and they do that fucking stare over, and they get, like, flip me off and get pissed at me, and I'm like... I'm on cruise control, dickhead, and my car does a pretty fucking good job, as of all modern cars do, of keeping a speed. It's you. I want them to know, no, my car's doing the work.
What lane are you in?
It's usually a woman.
Yeah.
I stay in the right lane until I need to pass them. I'm not one of them cruising in the left lane people either. No, this is just anytime you get on a highway, it happens. People just do that, and then they get pissed at you.
It's your fault for being consistent.
Yeah, and I use my cruise control pretty steady because I
don't.
I use it all the time. I pick a speed and I'm like, fuck it. Even on back roads, I'll do it unless they're a windy.
I don't use cruise control very often.
I'm a 5 over the speed limit. I mean, on the highway, I'll do like 10, but even on a highway, I don't do usually more than 65, 70 at most.
So when I drive from work, what I don't like is speed limit's 55 and I'm going like 70 and somebody's still like, when I see someone behind me trying to go fast and like they're kind of taking my my gap away when they're like kind of coming up on, not quite tailgating yet, but like getting close to it.
Yeah.
Get close. I'll get the hint and I'll move over so you don't have to pass me on the right. If you want to go faster than me, yeah, because like I'm going faster than everybody else. Like I already am going fast.
Yeah.
If you want to go faster than me, I get it because a lot of times I want to go faster, and I'll scoot over and I'll let you pass me in the passing lane. But these guys, instead of giving any kind of like chance for me to be a decent driver, they pass me on the right And then it'll be like, fuck you, asshole. Like,
No, they
I'm
do. That's another comment. Well, first they're going to run up on your ass and then swerve over abruptly. It's like,
Dude.
you couldn't have told that 200 yards ago?
Yeah, guys, I get it. You see how fast I'm going. I'm going faster than the other lane. I'm passing people too. You want to go 6 miles an hour faster than me? Okay, that's cool. Let me get over, and then you could pass me in the passing lane.
I hate when, sorry to interrupt, but like,
No, that's
when
cool.
you spend any time on the highway, that same person, then all of a sudden you catch up to him because now he's texting and he's slowed down, and then you got to pass him. Keep in mind, once again, like I said, I'm in cruise control. Like, I'm even, there's a little bit of variance, but we'll say really at most it's no more or less than 5 miles per hour.
Yeah.
If my cruise is set at 65, I'm generally at 65. And these people, flip you off, and I just want a sign that says that. So, like, you can't fucking yell at me. You can't get pissed at me. It's you. I'm going to make that somehow because you shouldn't care, but I fucking do. That pisses me off. I just want to give them the middle finger and be like, dickhead, you can't drive.
One of the worst driving things, most unsafe driving things I've seen in a while. The day of that Steelers-Chiefs game, I was driving home from work right at, like, 8 o'clock, right when, like, the snow was starting to get, like, really heavy. Like, the snow that's just all melting off today, the night all that came was that, like, Steelers-Chief game.
Trying to forget that game.
It's easy to forget. It seems like the Steelers forgot very quick.
Yeah. Steelers forgot their playbook.
It's a playoff game. Oh, it's a football game. We're playing the
They forgot how to play football about halfway through the season. So.
It was, I listened to it the whole way. Well, anyhow, I'm going down 28, and I'm behind. There were 2 PennDOT trucks plowing 28. I was behind them. 28 is a 2-lane highway. There's only a few spots where it's 3 lanes. And these trucks are going, 30 miles an hour. Not very fast. Completely okay. It's a bad, it was bad driving. Like, I am so blessed.
One of those days.
It was a really bad. I drove the Pathfinder. I didn't take the Civic. I took the Pathfinder to and from. Well, of course, I took it from. Why would I drive a different vehicle to and then... Idiot. Anyhow, I was driving that, and 28's a 2-lane road. There's 3 lanes of traffic behind those cars, behind the PennDOT trucks.
Jeez.
Like, 3 guys.
They just make their own lane.
Yeah. And, like, you can't see the lanes. Fair enough. You can't see, like, the roads are so, like, you can't see where the lanes are, but
you can also feel a vrrr, can't you, at some point?
It's really hard to when, like, all the rumble strips are full of snow. Like, not really.
I guess.
The rumble strip is a bad example.
I guess in the winter when, also, I guess all the snow is getting plowed into it. So.
Yeah, you can't tell there's rumble strips, but you can visualize, like, oh, wait, 28's 2 lanes, and here I am in the middle of 2. Maybe I should ease off and pick a lane instead of being in the middle of 2. Like, it's not 3 lanes on a nice, clear, dry summer day, let alone on what will definitely be the worst weather day of the year.
Definitely.
Just, guys, do your best to not kill yourselves. How hard is that?
Or maybe they should.
Maybe, yeah, but not when I'm there. You know what? That day that I texted you about traffic.
Themselves and then save us a lot of problems.
Don't do it on the road.
Yeah, don't leave your vehicle wrecked on the road and cause
do
traffic.
Mr. and Mrs. Weird Al Yankovic and just start your car in the garage.
Mr.
That's how Weird Al Yankovic's parents died.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had carbon monoxide poisoning.
That's sad.
Apparently, they had their cars going in the garage or something. I distinctly remember that day. I don't remember what day of the year it was, but I remember the day Weird Al Yankovic's parents died.
To remember.
I'm a huge Weird Al Yankovic fan.
Let's get on to this beer review here.
Yeah. We need to wrap this up.
Yeah.
I feel like this has been entertaining, though.
So I do my beer reviews on a 5-star rating, and this beer is going to get a minimum of 3 just because of the artwork alone. This is probably, this would have to be the coolest beer can I've ever seen. It's a Great Lakes Dank Demon Imperial Dank IPA. I have no clue what the fuck dank is, but
dank's a word they use to describe weed.
That makes sense.
And memes.
And memes.
It's a word that, like, kids use. I've never called anything dank.
Me either. But this beer can has this Luciferian fucking demon monster coming out of a swamp, it looks like.
Yeah.
And
Big fingernail claws.
man, I wish I
Big ox horns on it.
really trippy looking.
Its eyes and its mouth are both like they have white in the like eye holes in the mouth hole.
The
Big incisors.
the beer is 8% alcohol, better than solid. 70 IBUs it says, which I still don't know. I assume 70 is.
I have no idea what an IBU is.
Taste is that? Well, I guess it is one of them weed beers. Is that what dank you said is? Like a
Well, I know they like people say like weed is dank,
yeah.
but I assume like not that I'm a weed guy or anything, but I'm told that weed and hops smell an awful lot similar.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I guess you could describe
it's
hops
a pretty
as
hoppy
dank.
beer. It is. I'm a wuss now. I prefer the hazy later ones, but it actually still ain't bad.
Yeah, it's a darker hued. When I poured it, I thought like, yeah, this is one of those darker IPAs. Those are usually the kind that just don't 100% sit right.
Exactly.
And it's an 8%er, so you'd think like, that's high octane. It's a dark color. It kind of seems like it might be a end of a nighter, just one of those things that like you have one and you're like, man, I really wish I didn't have that. 100% not true.
Yeah.
This is about as drinkable as an IPA and like let alone an 8% IPA could be.
It tastes better than it actually should, I think. And the can is amazing.
The can is awesome. The beer is phenomenal.
Yeah, this is definitely a 5.
And they really snuck some power into it because it does not taste as powerful as 8%.
Powerful.
That's a good beer.
Yeah, this is awesome. It was a good find.
Great job, Great Lakes. And you know what's cool too is that's a rather big brewery.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of times the breweries are homegrown breweries.
Extremely obscure.
Yeah,
stuff
like
that
okay, nobody's ever going to go there unless you pass.
Yeah, the brewery down the road, unless you live where we're podcasting, you're never going to hear from. Yeah, this is. Well, I think they're pretty much national now.
It's nuts. It's like your gas station needs to also make beer nowadays.
Which,
like,
I wouldn't say no to, but
no, but it is honestly,
it's
do
a bit
we
much.
really need does Sarver need 3 breweries?
COVID ended a lot of that. We had one in Ford City where
what was the Ford City one?
Spigot.
Oh, is that gone now?
Yeah, it's been gone for a while.
I know they had a beer called Zuzu's Pedals.
Yeah, they have some good
that
shit.
was It's a Wonderful Life reference. My parents loved It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, I give this one a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move on to a band plug here and wrap this bitch up. So, today's band is a symphonic death blues band from Sweden. Lovely area. Their band is called Ocean of Obscenity, and their albums include, there's one called Sun-Scorched Bones of Apathy.
Oh, wow.
They have one called Triton's Domain. And their breakthrough album, Systematic Sufferance. And not only that,
all those are really good names.
They're awesome, but not as awesome as this, because we get to end this episode with a liquor and poker song.
Oh, nice.
That's right.
Is this the pop? The one about pop?
Have you been craving a folk metal song about obscure soda pops? Of course you have, and we have that just for you right now. This is our song called Soda Side.
The whole thing was 8 minutes from inception. When you
one take.
Well, you wrote the words, and then we came over and worked on the music. And honestly,
worked quote unquote on the music.
I'm thinking I remember watching the timer on the recorder, and it was very short.
That's about all.
There was no time put it. I mean, you can tell but the music.
Hey, anything I'm involved in is very short.
All right, are we done?
Yeah, we can end it.
All right, oopie doopie then.
Here we go. Let me sing you a story. Let me tell a tall tale about death and glory and my tasty ale. I'm a metal Buddhist. I'm a rock and roller for my Fego Moon Mist and Aussie Cola. I'm oh so frightening I'm stirred asunder with mountain lightning and Dr. Thunder. I bring the undead from hell, my fellow, with Cherokee red and mellow yellow, yeah. Oh, I'm naughty, not nice, and I'm in the mood for squirt and slice and that fresca too. Oh man, I want ya. I got the urge for Fanta Shasta and the mighty surge. Oh, here we go. It's a loader, obscure soda you can't resist. It's a supernova, it's all over, don't dwell on this. It's carbonation, domination, and you can't hide from my creation, my combination. It's suicide! Ow! It's a loader, obscure soda you can't resist. A supernova, it's all over, man, don't dwell on this. It's carbonation, domination, and you can't hide from my creation, my combination. It's suicide.